Hey, welcome back to Daily English Podcast. I'm really glad you're here today because this episode is not just about learning English. It's about something deeper, something more personal. It's about your voice, the one you sometimes hide, the one you hold back, the one that stays inside your mind, even when you have something meaningful to say. And maybe no one around you notices it, but you do. You notice the silence you create. You notice the moments you let pass. And somehow, that silence starts becoming a habit. It doesn't happen all at once. It starts small. A moment in class where you choose not to answer. A conversation where you decide to just listen instead of speaking. A situation where you tell yourself, it's okay. I don't need to say anything. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to step back from your own voice. Not because you don't have thoughts, but because you're afraid of how they will sound when they come out. There was a time when speaking felt like standing on a stage with a spotlight on me, even in the simplest conversations. Every word felt like it was being judged. Every sentence felt like it needed to be perfect. And if it wasn't perfect, it felt safer to just stay quiet. I would rehearse sentences in my head again and again, fixing every small mistake, adjusting every word, but when the moment came to actually speak, I would hesitate, and then I would miss the chance completely. And the strange thing is, after those moments passed, I would replay them in my mind, thinking about what I could have said, how I could have said it better, how the conversation could have been different if I had just spoken. That feeling, it stays longer than the fear itself. It's not just about being quiet. It's about knowing you had something inside you and choosing not to share it. But one day, something changed. Not in a big, dramatic way. There was no sudden confidence, no perfect moment. Just a simple situation, a question, and a small decision. Instead of overthinking, instead of waiting to feel ready, I just spoke. My voice wasn't strong. My sentence wasn't perfect. But I said it anyway. And nothing bad happened. No one stopped. No one laughed. The world didn't pause to judge me. It just continued. And in that quiet, ordinary moment, I realized something powerful. The fear I had built in my mind was much bigger than reality. I had been protecting myself from something that wasn't even really there. And that realization doesn't make you instantly confident, but it gives you a starting point. It shows you that maybe, just maybe, you've been holding yourself back more than anyone else ever has. Confidence is not something that appears overnight. It's not a switch you turn on. It's something you build slowly in small, uncomfortable moments. It's choosing to speak even when your voice feels uncertain. It's allowing yourself to make mistakes without treating them like failures. Because mistakes are not the opposite of confidence, they are part of it. Every time you say something slightly wrong, you're learning. Every time you try, you're improving. And every time you speak, you're becoming more comfortable with being heard. Another thing that changes everything is how you speak, not just what you say. When you rush your words, it often comes from nervousness, from the desire to get it over with. But confidence doesn't rush. Confidence takes its time. When you slow down, even slightly, your voice sounds calmer, clearer, more in control. You give yourself space to think, space to breathe, space to exist in the conversation instead of trying to escape it. And then there's something even more subtle, your presence. The way you sit, the way you look at someone when they're speaking, the way you respond. These small things create an impression before your words even begin. You don't need to be loud or dramatic to be confident. Sometimes confidence is quiet. It's steady. It's in the way you hold eye contact for a second longer, in the way you nod, in the way you allow yourself to be part of the moment instead of hiding from it. But let's be honest. Starting is always uncomfortable. There is no way around that. The first few times you try to speak more, it will feel unnatural. Your voice might shake. Your sentences might not come out the way you planned. And that's okay. Because confidence is not about avoiding discomfort. It's about moving through it. It's about choosing to continue, even when it feels easier to go back to silence. So don't wait for big opportunities to practice. Don't wait for the perfect moment where you suddenly feel ready. Start small. Start with simple things. A greeting, a short response, a question. These small actions may not seem important, but they are building something inside you. They are teaching your mind that speaking is safe, that being heard is okay, that your voice deserves space. And here's something that might feel strange at first, but it works in a powerful way. Sometimes, you need to act confident before you actually feel confident. Stand a little straighter. Speak a little more clearly. Hold your voice just a little longer instead of cutting it short. Because your brain learns from your actions. When you act like someone who is confident, even in small ways, your mind slowly starts to believe it. And over time, that act becomes natural. The truth is, confidence is not about becoming a completely different person. You don't need to be louder, funnier, or more outgoing than you are. You just need to be more open. More willing to let your thoughts exist outside your mind. More willing to take up space in conversations, even in a simple, quiet way. There will still be moments when you hesitate. Moments when you overthink. Moments when you choose silence again. And that's okay. This is not about being perfect every time. It's about changing the pattern, little by little. It's about choosing to speak one more time than you did before. One more sentence. One more attempt. One more step forward. So the next time you feel that familiar hesitation, that moment where your mind says, stay quiet, pause for a second. And then gently choose differently. Let the words come out. Let them be imperfect. Let them be real. Because your voice doesn't need to be flawless to be valuable. It just needs to exist. And maybe, over time, you'll notice something changing. The fear will still be there, but it will be quieter. And your voice? It will be stronger. Not because it became perfect, but because you finally allowed it to be heard.